Much calmer today.
Right, wind speed's not as gusty, definitely not seeing as much rain, not near as much rain, but the problem yesterday was we got the torrential downpours completely widespread for hours and hours and hours. So the ground was really saturated, and then those winds picked up as Emily tracked on shore. Now the center, remember, made landfall Anna Maria Island, so up in the Tampa Bay area, just west of Bradenton, around 10:45. Wind speed still picked up for us, and when the ground is that soft, it doesn't take too gusty of a wind to knock those trees over. We did clock wind gusts in the Naples area up to about 40-45 miles per hour. But as we start our Tuesday morning, such a different story. Where we're at right now, the center of Emily right here as a tropical depression, a pretty unorganized tropical depression, but a depression nonetheless. So heading out into the Atlantic now, but still sending around that tropical moisture, which is bringing us our storm chances this morning. So here's the center. You can see a lot of the tropical moisture ahead of it, and then the tail end of it over South Florida. So it's the southern portion of the peninsula here with the highest rain chance today, which does, of course, include us. But as we start our morning, conditions are really quiet, really quiet. Just a couple areas of rain that I'm watching right now. Light rain moving through Hendry County, very light rain, and weakening rapidly. So if you're even noticing it at all, it shouldn't bug you a whole lot. Now, there are two little spots of rain, if you will, moving through southern portion of Collier County this morning. It looks like the Everglades getting a quick, heavy downpour, but it's moving on very quickly, and you can see it's not widespread. These are very small cells, so it shouldn't stick around for too long. So as for this morning, conditions are really quiet and calm, but yesterday, anything but, right? The radar estimated rain totals were anywhere from about 2 to 5 inches of rain across southwest Florida yesterday. And near Bonita Springs, we picked up almost 5 inches, or just over, I should say. And near the Cape, about 4.5. Port Charlotte, just over 2 inches. Immokalee, around 4 inches of rain. So it was a really wet day yesterday, which means even though we're not expecting a ton of rain today, just the chance for off and on showers, we could see a little bit of flooding. We don't have any more watches, warnings, advisories, but when the ground's already saturated, it doesn't take a whole lot. So if one of those thunderstorm cells moves through with that locally heavy rain that's typical in a thunderstorm, we could see a little bit more ponding on the roadways, maybe some localized flooding. But here's the storm track as it stands this morning. Tropical tracker. There's a potential for a little re-strengthening as it heads out into the Atlantic, but again, not going to impact the United States anymore. So it's moving on out, and as it moves out, it will take our rain chances with it. So we